Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys watching. Today I'm actually gonna do something a little bit different. I'm gonna be installing and ordering actually a throttle body for the Cadillac. Baby right there. I'm gonna be ordering it from ZZPerformance or ZZPerformance. It's Black Friday and it's gonna be on sale, so it's actually $50 cheaper. Normally price on that is $249 with the charge pipes. It's gonna be $199 today. So I'm gonna be ordering it today, and this video is gonna be like a video that I'm gonna record in a period of a few days here, from the point I order it, when I get it, and I unbox it, and then the installation and the review, and of course the final install on it, and seeing how it feels and what makes the difference in the car. So stay tuned, keep watching, and we'll go ahead and get this going. One thing that, sorry for the lighting, it's a little bit dark here when I got the package, but one thing is, it is snowing outside. I am living in Chicago, Illinois, so it's snowing right now. So I wanted to actually do a test with the throttle, with the regular throttle on there, and the new throttle afterwards. But I won't be able to do that because I'm gonna have about 6 to 8 inches of snow. So I'm gonna wait to install this. So this video is gonna be actually a few days long, or maybe about a week long, because I'm gonna do one once it dries out and I get some traction out there on the speed in the pickup, which I'm used to already, compared to with the throttle after I install it. So you guys will be watching that whole video kind of unfold here. But again, here's all you see, all the parts from ZZP. I've got their intake already, which is not a full intake. It's not a cold air intake. What it is, it's basically the silicone tube with a drop-in K&N filter. They don't have a cold air intake for it, and I do have their downpipe as well. I don't have their tune. I did have an issue with ZZP's tune at the beginning, where my remote start on the Cadillac at a 14 CTS, if I took their core, that's what I bought their core tune ECM, which was awesome. The performance, great, if you don't care about, your remote start. I live in the Midwest. I live in the central region. I live in Chicago, Illinois. So of course I'm gonna need remote start. So now it seems like they figured out how to actually get the car tuned without having that issue. So I might be getting their tune as well. I'm not sure yet, but I do have. So what I have on the car so far is the ZZP intake with a drop-in K&N filter, their downpipe, and a Trifecta performance tune is what I have in there. So I went to Trifecta's website, got the tune from them. I am going to be putting this throttle in there that you just see right now. We're going to see how the car performs after that. It's supposed to get a little bit more horsepower, and going from there. Now I know I'm tuning and doing all this to a 4-cylinder turbo car and all that stuff. So I mean, I'm not, expecting to get no crazy amounts of horsepower. I'm not doing an E85 at this point. Maybe in the future, I'm not sure yet. But again, just stay tuned. I mean, for my videos that are coming up on the car, as well as other videos I'm going to be posting for other stuff, technology stuff that I'm going to be getting. So anyways, from this point on, like I said, it's snowing, so this video is going to take a few days until I get some traction, and then I'll install this, and then I'll do a comparison on both of them. And actually, when I pull the old one out, you'll see me do a comparison, kind of the size and everything with them. Some ZZP stickers, of course. Always send you those. Alright, so in the case, or in the box, we get the silica tubing for ZZP, and you can see right in there, it's got the ZZP branding in there. Some, of course, some clamps on there, pretty high, pretty good clamps there, actually. That's just those cheap ones that you get at the auto parts store. It's actually 3 clamps total. Of course, the aluminum tubing, or right there. And of course, the bigger throttle. Now, this is a 67 millimeter throttle compared to the 58 or 54 that the car comes with now. I think stand corrected on that, but the throttle, you can see how nice it is actually right there. So now I will be doing an installation video on it, you guys, along with this unboxing. And of course, it comes with the instructions on how to install everything step by step. So I will be doing a video, and you guys will be seeing it actually be part of this video that I'm doing right now with this. Now, all right, guys, so a week later, after I got my throttle body, we're gonna install it. It's still crappy outside. Of course, we're living, in Aurora right now, or Chicago, Illinois, pretty much suburbs of Chicago, and it's still crappy outside. So rainy, probably won't be able to test it like I want to test it, but we're gonna go ahead and install it. I've been actually very excited to put it on. It's been sitting in a box, and I've been just super just excited. I want to put it on. I want to see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't have any check engine lights due to the fact that I'm going to be pushing a lot more air through the system. We'll see how that goes though. But let's get this thing going. We got to move the car, face it forward. Unfortunately, my heater in my garage is not working. I got to get that fixed as well. But we'll get this throttle body installed today. It's raining. It's about 40 degrees outside, I believe. So it's not snowing, but it is raining. And not ideal weather to go out and test anything, any performance thing. Of course, it's water falling in my car. After it was all clean, not that it was 100% clean because I drove it yesterday anyways, but yeah. But still, I'm gonna install this thing, even with this weather, and see if there's any major difference like people say. See exactly what happens. First, we're gonna, of course, here's the throttle. We're gonna be removing that. Gotta take this sensor off. Of course, the connector out of here, and I believe there's a connector down here as well. This one right here, we gotta take off as well. And we're changing the charge pipe as well. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. It's gonna be a quick time lapse as I'm doing this. So just stay with it as I go through the whole process. Take a T20 socket pretty much and took it off. Instead of using the screwdriver that explains on the thing, take a T20 socket. I'm taking off the mass airflow sensor, or the MAP sensor, sorry. I'm taking off the MAP sensor right off of there, leave it hanging there, and then I should be able to remove that charge pipe by being able to remove it freely from here or move it around as much as I want without having to worry about damaging that sensor. All right, so we finally got that thing out of there. So that's pretty much what should be left with. Yeah, this was a struggle. This freaking pipe was a struggle. So next thing we have to do is, of course, remove the throttle body from there, install a new throttle body, reconnect the map sensor and all the sensors, and lock everything into place. All right, so let's get this throttle body out of here. And that's the bigger throttle. You can see the big difference there on the opening between I think this is a 54 or 57 to a 67 millimeter throttle body. Definitely can see the big difference here. Let's turn these around. So we're gonna see what this does for the vehicle in terms of performance. And here's, of course, the new piping. Of course, I showed you guys the unboxing of everything. I'm gonna put this together real quick right now, and how it's gonna go back in. So, all right, let's reinstall this throttle body back in here. So. All right, guys, so now the new throttle body has been installed in there. You can see that, which it is a little bit bigger than what it was before. Again, 67 millimeters is the size of the throttle body. I could not get the map sensor out of there. Whatever's up with the connector here, it just will not let me get it out of there. So I left it hanging in there. And I'm gonna install it right now on the charge pipe, which is right over here. So now one thing with the charge pipe that I didn't know, and I actually asked ZZP and I thanked them for their advice on this because I was completely confused with what was going on. That the original pipe has only two holes, one for the sensor and one for the screw for the sensor. This one has 3 different holes. Of course, this has a cap screw in it. The sensor is gonna get hooked up with the connector facing the throttle body instead of the connector facing the passenger side of the vehicle or the driver's side of the vehicle. So it's gonna get hooked up kind of like upside down into here with the bolt that's supplied by this. This hole in here is if you want to install a boost gauge on your vehicle, which of course does not come with the Camaros, I guess come with that boost gauge. You could hook up the boost gauge to that. So if you want to install or put an aftermarket boost gauge, that's what the extra hole is here for. So this hole is going to stay shut with this. You will not take this out. You'll just push the sensor here, of course, with the bolt that they send you on here. Of course, this charge pipe is going to be it's not going to be no good, but it's not going to be used anymore. So this is going to be your charge pipe. This is how it hooks up. At first, I actually had this upside down, and that's why I was trying to figure out why the sensor wouldn't fit, because this was upside down. So make sure you assemble this before you try to assemble it to the car, and we're gonna go ahead and hook up the remainder of this. All right, guys, so it's all done. Well, now it's all done. It's all done. So that's pretty much how it's gonna look after it's all done. Kind of ugly with these gigantic bolts sticking out. Might cut them later on, I don't know. But that map sensor right in there, that's how it's gonna fit in there. It's gonna go pretty much, the connector used to be over here. Now the connector's facing upwards. I might zip tie this in there just to keep it nice and sturdy so it's not hanging around there. That's the throttle position from ZZP, or throttle sensor, or not throttle, but the throttle from ZZP. Wow. The 67 millimeter throttle from ZZP installed. Now we will do a test. We will start the car up and see if we have any issues with the vehicle. So let's go ahead and try that. So far, normal idle. Doesn't seem like it needs to be reprogrammed. I know some manufacturers, like I work for a Nissan dealership. If you mess with the throttle, you got to take it in to get it reprogrammed. So far it seems like it's running smooth. It used to have a little bit of a jump when you first turn it on. I mean, maybe because it's also hot. I just drove it a little bit ago. Here, but seems like it's running smooth. I mean, doesn't seem like anything. I'm gonna go out and take it for a quick drive and see how it feels with it. All right, guys. So I've been sitting here testing this throttle for the past 3 days now that I've had it on the car. And that night that I installed it, I actually did go out and drive it around. Don't have a video of that night because it was dark and I couldn't even record the video on this. So I had to wait for a day where I got out of work early, where I had some light on here because, you know, with this whole daylight saving time thing now, we sit here and basically now it's, 4 o'clock and it's dark. So at this point, so far the car is driving phenomenal. I mean, there is no turbo lag. It speeds up when I need it to. You hit the gas and it responds right away. There's no hesitation on it, and there's no that feeling when you were driving the vehicle. When I had it just with the tune, the downpipe, and the intake, you would hit the gas. You get to a certain speed, 60, 70 miles per hour, foot all the way down on the throttle, and the car just kind of seemed like it died. It flattened out. There was no more. It didn't give you any more. Now with this throttle, you hit the gas and this thing just flies, and there's no feel of lack of loss of power, or where it just kind of it just stops giving you any power. I mean, this thing is just awesome. That's the only word I can say. It's great the way it feels with it. I'm not sure again how much horsepower I fully have in the car. I'm thinking I'm at about 350, maybe 360 on this thing at this point with those few mods. They're all bolt-on mods, nothing major, of course, other than the tune. So, I highly recommend, even if you don't have a Cadillac CTS and ZZP doesn't have it for you, ZZP does have, the Cruise, the Camaro, the Regal, I think. I'm not sure if it fits on the Regal, but I know the Chevy Cruise, the Camaro, the ATS, it fits on all those. So check them out. I'll put the link in the description down below. But also, like I said, just check out basically any throttle. I mean, that's one of the first upgrades you should do, is just get a bigger throttle. No check engine light. and like I said, it just gives you that boost of that boost, because again, you're sucking in more air, and the ECM is compensating, putting more gas, so more air, more air, more fuel. It's gonna give you more power. So thank you guys for watching my channel and watching this video. I hope you guys like it, and it kind of helps you out with making a choice on, you know, if you're doing any upgrades on your vehicles. So I'll see you guys next time.